drought and famine, natural disasters. All the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Yeah. All the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you.
Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Shelly, and if you've already been here, as always, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel by clicking on this video, and welcome back. As you guys can tell from the title and from this face right here, we're going to be doing this New Year's Eve inspired makeup look. You guys, were entering into the new year. This is my last upload of 2021. I cannot believe it. We have had just a crazy whirlwind roller coaster type of year, but I am so happy and excited that we all made it to see the end of 2021. A lot of you guys have watched me from the beginning of 2021 up until now, and whoa, like the growth is crazy. We're officially at 70K. Can you guys believe, like, seriously, can you guys believe it? I'm so thankful and I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate all of you who have supported my channel from the very beginning, and those of you who are new, welcome. We love welcoming new members to the family, so thank you guys so much for supporting and clicking on this video. And we're gonna do a little bit of chatting, but you guys know I'm not that good with doing makeup and chatting, so if you are interested and want to see how I achieve this look, and you're already subscribed to my channel and you already like this video, then keep on watching. All right, so I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a very long time, and that's do my eyeshadow before I do the rest of my face. So I'm gonna start with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna blend that all over my eyelid. Looks so crazy. I'm gonna use this mirror to make sure that I'm blending it right. Yikes. This is looking kind of crazy right now, but we are about to get it all together. Y'all know, trust the process, okay? I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro Pencil in the shade The Perfect Brown. I'm gonna use this to carve out the crease, and I'm gonna start it right above where my natural crease line starts. And this does not have to be perfect. I like this pencil because it's really creamy, and just look at yourself in the mirror to make sure that it's pretty even. I think that's pretty even. I hope. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Jackie Aina palette, and I'm gonna go into the shade Credit. You guys, this is still my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna use this to smudge out that liner. All right, so now I'm gonna go into Credit. It's like a orangish brown shade, and I'm gonna use that to sort of blend out the edges of the eyeshadow that I put down. And I just went back into Credit lightly, and I'm also using that to blend. And I'm also using that to blend out the liner. This is looking really crazy right now. Back into the Anastasia base, I'm going to use this to clean up the lid. This mirror is so small, but hopefully I can do it, because I don't want to, oh, maybe, let me use this. I'm gonna use the palette mirror, and I'm just gonna take a flat brush. This is the MAC, I don't know, it's like rubbed off. Not me taking like 20 minutes on this eye, and then this one took 30 seconds. For my lid color, I want to go into the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm gonna go into the shade Desert Sand. It's this shade right here. Looks like a peachy nude. All right, so I'm gonna go on my lid with the Desert Sand color. So I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Retractable Gel Eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black, and I'm gonna use this to line my lash line. And I'm just gonna bring it up to here where the crease liner starts, and then just drag it inward. So I'm gonna go back into the Anastasia X Jackie Aina palette and go into the shade Credit, and I'm going to use that to smoke out the black liner. And you can bring it inward to sort of give that like gradient effect, so it's like brown fading into the black. So that's it for the eyes for now. We're gonna move on to face. You guys know I don't too much care for primer, but I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist. I'm only gonna put it on the lower half of my face because I don't really want it to mess with my eyeshadow. And as the year ends, we have a little friend that wanted to show up unexpectedly. I just feel like pimples are so tacky. Like what made you want to show up today? Like who invited you? I have been drinking my water, minding my business. I don't know what this is or why. So okay, let's get started on the face. And I almost completely forgot about my OG favorites, or a few of my OG favorites, but this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm going to use the shade Chai, but I also have the concealers that I'm going to be using today. I am doing everything just out of the ordinary for me today because I just feel like we're gonna go out of this year with a bang. Speaking of this year, I kind of want to chat with you guys a little bit while I do my face, since I'm no longer having to stress about the eye look that I wanted to do. I didn't know what I was going in for today. I just kind of freestyled. So I'm using the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Oil-Free Foundation by Too Faced. I'm gonna film this part for TikTok, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead. Now we blend. I kind of want to talk about the new year, and I want to recap a little bit on 2021. So first things first, I just want to thank you guys so much for your support. I know that I say that all the time, but I just want you guys to know that I mean it from the very, very bottom of my heart. I'm doing something that no one else around me is doing, and I just never saw myself in the position that I'm in, growing at the rate that I'm growing. It's honestly, it's so surreal. And before I get all sappy, I'm going to do my concealer, and for concealer I'm using the shades Mocha and Cookie. I'm gonna go in with Mocha first. All right, so I'm gonna do this part for TikTok as well. What you do, I'm empowered. What you do, I'm empowered. You give me. I really commend people who know how to make their TikToks appear seamless, because this shit is a lot of work. Just being a creator is such a blessing, especially for someone who needs to feel challenged at all times. I have always been that way. I don't know if it's the lefty in me, but I've always been that way, where I have to be challenged all the time. And the jobs that I was working, did not challenge me. If it was a challenging position, there was like a cap. Like, okay, we're gonna challenge you until you get to this particular place in this business or whatever. And then once you get there, that's it. You've made it to the top. Like there's no more. You know what I mean? I just always knew I was supposed to be doing more than just working and living paycheck to paycheck. I just always knew that was not the life that I envisioned for myself. So when I say thank you guys for the opportunity and just for taking a chance on me, it really means so much to me. I don't know any of you personally, well, some of you, but I don't know many of you personally, and you guys gravitated to me in such a way that it's just, wow, we learn from one another, because you guys put me onto stuff the same way that I put you guys onto stuff. And it just really means so much to continue growing my audience. This year, I had absolutely no idea what 2021 was going to look like for me. I was honestly so broken when this year began. Wow, I don't want to cry. So I'm gonna try to keep it together. But I was so broken at the beginning of this year. No one really knew. And that's the crazy thing about going through things, is that you will go through them and no one will know that you're going through such a time in your life. Like, you just make it look so easy, or you have the ability to make it look so easy and make it look so good when things can just be in shambles. For me, the beginning of this year, my life was in shambles. I was so depressed. I was so stressed out. I was recovering from, y'all know, C-19. And I learned so much this year about myself. I don't know why I put concealer on my chin, or the highlight concealer. I don't know why I put that on my chin, knowing that I have this pimple on my chin. But as I was saying, I learned so much about myself this year. I learned the importance of boundaries and setting boundaries for myself and respecting my boundaries that I set for myself. When I say respecting boundaries for myself, because I'll set a boundary, and if someone, I'll give an example. So say for instance, if someone would call me and I set the boundary that day, like I'm not taking any bad news, like any calls about any bad news today. I can't mentally, I'm not in that space. I don't want to do that today. Like today I cannot do that. And then someone will call me and they'll share bad news and I take the call. That's me not respecting my boundaries, because even though I knew that mentally I wasn't in the place to be able to receive this, I still allowed it. So that's what I mean by learning to like respect my boundaries as well as respecting others. Me projecting my own, issues and things like that onto other people. I learned so much about that. This year, I started therapy. Therapy has taught me so much. I used to be so ashamed of it, because when you think about therapy, well, I know for me, when I would think about therapy, I thought of it as almost like a negative, like something is wrong with you and that's the reason why you need this, when in reality, yeah, something was wrong with me and that is the reason why I needed it, but it completely changed me. This year, I feel like I was able to breathe. 2021 was a year of revelation for me. I told myself this year that I wanted to be more intentional. It's just a lot. I told myself so much and I don't know, I'm so proud. So proud. I'm extremely proud. I'm using the Tantour by Huda Beauty in the shade medium to contour. This year, I wanted to be more intentional. I wanted to just take better care of myself. And I didn't know when I was going into 2021. I didn't know what that entailed. I didn't know what that looked like. And a few of my relationships suffered this year. I can't talk and do makeup, but the relationships almost had to suffer in order for me to get to this place. To set underneath my eyes, I'm using Patrick Starr's One Size Powder in the shade Translucent. And I just like to dump it on the back of my hand, sort of Spread it out a little bit. I'm gonna bronze my face real quick, and I'm just using NW50 by MAC. That was a bit heavy. Okay, so I want to do underneath my eyes, so I'm just gonna go in with, I low-key don't want to touch underneath my eyes, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna go into Credit again, and I'm just gonna lightly go along my lower lash line, because we are gonna do the red lip, so I don't want to take away too much attention. I mean, the eyes are already doing a lot, so I just can keep the under eye area very subtle. Okay, oh, I didn't put on blush. I'm gonna use Desert Rose by MAC to add a little bit of color to my cheeks and sort of tie in the highlight and contour and bronzer. So I'm gonna apply some mascara. I'm using Kush mascara by Milk. So we're gonna move on to the star of the show, which is the lip. We're gonna do a red lip. I'm so excited. I haven't done a red lip since last year, New Year's, and that is bizarre because I used to love red lip. I used to wear it every single day, all the time. For lips, we're gonna use the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. This red is red, but I'm gonna let it dry down just a little bit before I line my lips. So to line my lips, I'm using ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF4. I'm gonna let it sit just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna set my face, and you guys, I do such a horrible job at talking while doing my makeup, but I'm gonna set using the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte setting spray because I really want my face to stay matte. Okay, and then my lashes look so crazy. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look, and like many other looks that I have created, I absolutely love it. This definitely is perfect for New Year's. New Year's Eve. I just paired it with this dress. It's like a one shoulder dress that I got from Fashion Nova like years ago for the sake of the video. I just decided to throw this on. I felt like this was definitely a New Year's Eve like dress if you're going to like a party or something. It might still be available on Fashion Nova. I don't know. I don't shop on their website anymore, so I'm not too sure. Anyway, I just wanted to go back to what I was saying to you guys earlier. But I was just thanking you guys so much for all of your love and support on my channel, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Facebook, all of my socials. I truly appreciate all of you so much for contributing to the success and the growth of my platforms, and just really giving me the opportunity to be able to do what I love, which is to create content. And I'm just really looking forward to all that is going to come from this that I'm doing right now today. I really want to go into this new year. I know they like to say don't tell people your resolutions or whatever, because they can ruin it, or they'll try to ruin it for you, or they'll prey on your downfall or whatever. I'm not letting that get in my way, because I feel like what is for me, and whatever God has his hand on, no man or woman can take that away from me. So I'm really just looking forward to, and I wrote down a few of the things that I'm really looking forward to in the new year, is just to be more intentional. I kind of touched on this a little bit, but setting boundaries, respecting my boundaries and others, making new connections. I'm really looking forward to making new connections in the upcoming year, and just making new friends, meeting new people. I really want to branch out a little bit more and start to collaborate or get around people who are like-minded, people who are doing what I'm doing, or just sort of on a path that I'm on. No shade, no tea to the people who are in my life and the friends that I have, but I really want to and am open to making new friends who are just on, you know, the same path and wavelength that I'm on right now. You know that people come into your life for seasons and reasons, and some people are just, you know, their season and their time with me is up. I'm just really open to making new friends and new connections. I'm going to make sure that I practice more self-love and just love on myself and my body and my mind, my mental, my spirit, you know, my physical, really just making sure that the things that I'm putting in my body, I want them to reflect outward. I just want to make sure that I'm loving on my body and listening to my body in the future, because I haven't been doing too well with that this year. But I also said, like, take care of my mental. I'm going to continue therapy and just, you know, doing other things that really speak to who I am and who I am working toward. As a woman and an individual. I want to visit more places. There are so many hidden gems that I just have not visited, and I really want to take the time to do that in the upcoming year. Live life with purpose. Every single day of my life, I need to really, you know, focus on that. I said, I wrote nurture relationships and all things that you love. I really want to make sure that the relationships that I have that mean so much to me, that I am nurturing them. I said, like, do more of what you love. And then I kind of, you know, spoke on things, or I kind of wrote things in here that I'm looking forward to receiving in the new year. I honestly don't know how I'm going to get it done. There's nothing that's already in the works right now. So these are things that I am going to strive toward. I'm not going to speak on the things that I wrote down that I want, like material wise, but once it happens, I'll show you guys this list. But anyway, I appreciate every single one of you guys for being so kind and always just being so encouraging and uplifting. You guys, all of you are real ones, okay? I appreciate all of you. All of your funny comments, your uplifting comments, it means the world to me. So I just want to thank you so much, and I'm wishing all of you a blessed and prosperous 2022. I hope you guys enjoy the holidays. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Be sure to share this video with a friend or a family member. Your interactions with my videos definitely help to increase the reach, so be sure to interact, like, or comment down below. Again, I just want to thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I will catch you guys in the new year. Bye.